This is crazy. All right, we're gonna get it right this time. Shit.
You know how you when you sit there and pay for all this money and invest in shit and shit don't go right, it kind of like tweaks your nerves or something like that. But look, if you stay consistent, keep a level headed mind, you can get through some shit. A lot of shit frustrates you. I
Oh
remember,
my gosh.
you know how much shit I went through when I was in the military, like booking flights and getting niggas paid and shit like that per diem. Motherfuckers be impatient. That's what happens. Like, nigga, you can cuss me out all you want to, but you still gonna get your product in the end. You heard
Yeah.
me? So that's what you worry about. So you don't worry about the small shit because minute shit don't really make you. It'll break you if you let it. But if you can sit there in the mirror and look yourself in the face and say, ah, fuck this, man, I took care of him. Boy, I took care of y'all. You'll be just fine. Y'all gonna get this work.
Yeah.
Know that. Y'all about to get this work.
Y'all better know that
Mm-hmm.
from East Point to Shireline.
Y'all see these bags under these eyes? Y'all finna get this work.
But yeah.
Holiday season, gotta buy gifts, you gotta buy that, you gotta register all your cars, you gotta motherfucker pay off these bills. Y'all see these bags under these eyes? You gonna get this work. Hey, y'all gonna get this work.
Yeah.
That's what
Shit
I'm gonna
don't
tell
stop till the casket drop.
you. Nigga, it ain't gonna never gonna stop. Hey, a problem ain't a problem until you make it a problem.
Yeah.
You sit there and worry about shit, you start having gray hair and shit like that. See me? I got dreads. I'm 51 years old, and my hair's still growing. It covers damn near my tattoos on my back. So don't worry about shit. Don't let shit fucking stress you out that much that you can't get your work done and get your weight up and gain knowledge for self. You keep pushing, push push through till you get through. That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna.
Push through till you break through. That's what I teach the babies. Uh
Now let's get on it. I still ain't getting my gunshots, but that's all right.
well, we'll be back after one moment. I want to get all of this.
General quarters.
We are back. This is
Again.
episode 85.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you're alive.
I'm
We
glad
are
you.
in the place. This is War Ready. I'm one half of the duo, Rob.
I'm the other boy, Rico.
And together,
We
we
make the
stay
rob.
War Ready.
Yeah, we make the rob Rico with your boy. We keep it
Yes,
hot.
sir.
There we go. Oh my God. There we go. There go my
Shots over
shot.
the bow. Shots over the bow.
Yes, sir.
You know what that mean?
We ready.
Shots over the bow. You gotta be.
This is a drill. This is a drill. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations.
I
Yeah, if you
love
know, you know.
every time you hear that, just know the Navy about to come at your ass.
Yeah, shots over
We
the bow.
batten down the hatches, and we about to get in your ass.
And this is not a drill, by the way.
Oh hell no!
So in the
But
latest news, what we got? We got
it's only
disrespectful.
it's only two things we going at today.
So
Dick and Tia, nigga, we about to go in. May
what you
not be
got for
may not be an hour, but we about to get on their ass.
what we got on Ti?
All right.
More of a king.
It's more how he deal with his kids and his family. Wow, I'm never gonna knock no man for how he deal with his family, but how you deal with your kids is when you put out there for public consumption, we have to comment on it, and he's trending, right?
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't have kids, I do. I have 4, but the way you mold them, the way you shove them out there at life, it reflects of how you brought them up in this world. Like you can raise, I'll put it this way: you can raise a good product or you can raise a bad product. One thing I've always told people in my circle or kids in the neighborhood, don't let your problem become my problem. Because if I have to check it or correct it, it's gonna be a problem. You're not gonna like the way I'm gonna handle it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say your kid down the street is cussing in front of my house. Cause I got basketball goals and all that shit. My kids love sports and shit like that. But say you have a bad apple. He's coming around here, starting shit, throwing shit in the yard, fucking cussing in front of grown or elderly people, and you don't check him. I have to. Like, hey, whatever you done on that street, that's you. What you do around here, I'm not having that shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, which is kind of a compliment for us fathers to pat ourselves on the back, say, hey, I'm strong enough to say, hey, y'all niggas fucking up. But none of our kids are privileged. We're not millionaires. This man T.I. is a millionaire. He's a global icon, the king of the South.
I
But
wouldn't go that far, but he's a king in his own right.
yeah, right. So maybe my all-time favorite is always going to be Scarface or 8 Ball MJG or Pimp C, something like that. UGK.
Outcast,
Yeah,
Goody Mob.
but he labeled himself the king of the South.
He can label himself whatever. There ain't no
So
fucking king of those goddamn
all
South.
this intelligent shit, this intelligent conversation to please y'all. But you're starting to see, because the sun is starting to expose him. Like, no, you're not who the world thinks you are, right? And another thing is, me and Rob didn't grow up with a silver spoon in our mouth, and he's like, and King, you said, it's like, well, I didn't eat off that spoon, right?
Mm.
Which you're privileged, whether you know it or not, because both of your parents are millionaires. They facts are facts. They're millionaires, but this motherfucker is want to claim the hood. Who the who the fuck wants to claim? Nah, I'm not proud of the shit I went through, being poor and broke. I'm not proud of that. Any of us would be happy to be in that environment. Nigga, I can do whatever I want. I can go get dirt bikes, motherfucking quads, everything I dreamed of, I can have. We didn't get that privilege. And you're sitting there taking it for advantage to say, no. What did he say? It was like, y'all had me behind the gates. I didn't want to be behind the gates. I want to be out of them. Nigga, I would have loved to be behind that gate. Fuck that.
And see, that's the paradigm. Like when you have someone that's grew up around abundance, and like my kids, like they grew up pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? But see, I got to remind them of certain things, that's within the world. And plus, they they got their passport stamp, and so they seen like the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things you take for granted when you overseas, and when you see poverty at like you at the bare necessity, and you come back here, you like, I'm thankful. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? The AC can come on anytime, lights can come on anytime. They can
Yeah,
go to the faucet, turn on water
the
anytime.
AC came on right here.
You know what I'm saying? Like they can scroll the internet. They got their pads and tablets, and they got internet and stuff like that. A lot of things that we take for granted here in the United States is not as prevalent when you're overseas in some places. And so having that type of diverse background, and seeing the positives and negatives and stuff, it hits different. And with King coming from abundance, and some type of stature, he don't he it seemed like he wasn't privy to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that amazes me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you claim to be the king of the South and you do this, that, and the third. Maybe you haven't had that interaction bond time to show the baby that, hey, this is the worst of the worst, and this is what it can go down. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How you
You know,
not, just like some of the entertainers, they go get jumped in, and be in gangs and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You didn't.
you made it this far to go there.
Yeah, I gotta get back to my roots. I'm like,
That was like
okay,
Chris Brown just put out. It was like, I'm not Islam, nothing like that. I'm Pot Root. Really, nigga, you from Tappahannock, Virginia? I drove past that town, nigga. That's not you. But the worst thing about this, Rob, and me and you know this, firsthand experience being in the military. Whatever you proclaim, they're gonna test you on that. So
oh
he's
yeah,
saying about that business. Look, nigga, you about 5'5". He's talking about, yeah, you can drop me at any time. I'm about that business, nigga. Let me tell you something. They drop you off in Detroit. They drop you off in Chicago. They drop you off in Milwaukee. They drop you off in Murderopolis. They drop you off in Cincinnati. Nigga, you ain't nigga. T.I. best friend got killed in Cincinnati. Cause them motherfuckers, dude,
yeah.
it's
They
motherfuckers,
gonna they
it's
gonna test your
motherfuckers around
metal.
here that will test you. They were like, okay, I saw you say that online. Let me see if you bought it.
Yeah, because
You think you're gonna go to New Orleans or Baton Rouge or some shit like that? You don't think niggas gonna push the buttons? I wanna test this nigga metal.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's
Why would
cool to be confident. It's cool
why
to
would you,
be
why would you want that? Why would you put that online? Why would you want that?
yeah, it's
I
cool to
want,
be confident. But at the same time, when you cocky, yeah, people gonna test you, and you can't back it up. One man can't beat every nigga in the world.
your food. Your food.
Yeah, I'm like, uh, being in the military, you see people from different walks of life. You see places. Man, you just a piece of sand in this whole climate. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got a little more clout than everybody or whatever, a little more fame, a little more money, but still, anything can go down.
Yeah. And then the other thing is this one. And Rob, I want you to chime in on this one. everybody compliment you on your fathering skills. Me, I didn't grow up with a father. I'm pretty sure you didn't either.
No.
When he was sitting there online calling this nigga. Your father's a millionaire. Nah, nigga, you got me fucked up, nigga. I know you. Fuck that shit, nigga. I've look, I've the last 3 years of being my father got along great. Even when we weren't getting great, I didn't address him like that. That's total disrespect. It's like, man, fuck you, nigga, or some shit like that. And this nigga gave you a hell of a lifestyle. Man, I'd rather you spit in my face. I know one thing. My two sons downstairs right now, they don't call me Donnie. They don't call me Will. The only thing better come out their goddamn mouth is dad.
Father?
Yeah.
Father?
What's wrong with you, nigga? You don't address your parents like that. Nigga, I provide everything you ever had or ever gonna get.
Yo.
I die, you gonna be rich as fuck. Don't call me, man. I don't like that nigga. Nigga, who you calling nigga? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but the internet, I think
that's crazy, man. It's amazing how we don't. My wife said this shit earlier. It's amazing how the internet can fuck everybody up.
Yeah,
she was right.
They run to the internet with thinking they're gonna get some type of validation, but at the same time, the internet don't live with you. They don't interact with you. They don't feed you.
Yeah. It doesn't.
And when you
y'all keep worshiping shit that doesn't get back to y'all.
Yeah, they might put something in the comments and
tear you down.
Yeah, they'll put all the bullshit in the comments. Yeah, you tell them. You tell them. Man, if you got family business stay inside the household. It don't go outside the doors. Y'all discuss it. Y'all hash it out. You do what you got to do and move past it. I'm old school that way.
Hey, listen, I'm 51 years old. God bless. But hey, my kids ain't challenging me. It is what it is. My authority is going to stay my authority. It is.
Yeah.
You ain't stepping up to this, and he had to show him like, you ain't doing nothing with me. The fuck was wrong with you? But
I tell my kids, hey, you ready to take over the throne? Let's go. I don't care if it's my 1-year-old.
Before we switch our topic, listen. For a long time, I was the only boy in my family. I have a shitload of cousins, mostly girls. But let me try to soft land this damn thing.
Crash that bitch.
Sometimes your grandparent can spoil you. Because I know I was spoiled by my grandparents. See, I used to damn near sleep with them. They was like, oh, you all right? I'm like, yeah. Because I used to play sports and all that shit. And play football in the street and fall in the street myself. And my knee got dislocated when I was little, playing on a merry-go-round. And my grandmother spoiled me because I was her only boy. It can be a detriment to you if you constantly coddle people. In this life, you cannot coddle a black man because there are so many strikes and there's so many avenues that's against us. They getting gunned down, police brutality, and everything keep happening. So you can't coddle them. You have to build them up to be strong. I'm pretty sure if my grandparents were alive, I only got one left. I'm pretty sure if my grandparents were alive, they would, hey, you gotta be strong. You gotta learn how to fight back.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about Rob. his kids come around, my kids, they're damn militant. I be like, these motherfuckers Black Panthers, because they know everything. But you, but that's how you have to build your kids. All his kids are in karate, know how to defend themselves. The girls know how to defend themselves.
Yeah, you run up on them, they're gonna have them nunchucks and Cali stick shit. Bow staffs. Shit.
I'm about to put my kids in karate.
Yeah.
We
I
just-
figured I look at it like this. Some of the things I wish I would have growing up, I'm giving my kids that opportunity. So that way, when it comes time for a fight, they know how to disengage from that shit because they have self-control. See, when you don't have self-control, 60 seconds could be a lifetime of pain. In that 1 minute, you can blow it all away because you didn't emotionally attach yourself to the situation. You didn't got emotional and you didn't lashed out. You didn't did something that you'll regret.
I agree with that.
So that's the thing when it comes to self-discipline. If we don't have self-discipline, a lot of things can go left real fast. And that's what we're faced with when we look at our inner cities, that it's a lot of self-control, a lot of pride, a lot of these things that in a moment's time, their whole life is gone, whether they dead or in jail.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So make the right choices all the time. Because you never know, it can go down. You can be at the club and you can be walking out the club and some bullshit can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Let me.
You think you're trying to have a good time, some bullshit happen. Do you have self-control to either dissipate that energy or walk away from it? And it's not being a coward or none of that bullshit.
Oh, hell no.
It's like, how do we go to the next level if you stuck on stupid? You being game goofy. You're not understanding your surroundings. You're not understanding the frequency and the vibrations of your surroundings. Shit can go left. So I teach my kids survival. I teach my kids, you know, I got them in karate, learning survival skills. Next is hunting, bow and arrows, all kinds of shit. Because I mean, at the end of the day, what do you have? You can have all the guns in the world, but if you don't know how to shoot,
What
you
good
waste
is
bullets spraying up the block.
Yeah. It is.
Fucking Call of Duty.
It is one of those things. People don't understand. You're not gonna be here forever, okay? You're not. So your best bet is what you leave behind, which pretty much is your legacy and everything like that.
Yep.
So you should just me talking. I'm not telling y'all how to raise your kids. Put them in the best position where they know right from wrong, how to defend themselves, and how to cook for themselves. Right? So you'll be surprised of today's kids, the internet. Well, I like to call the internet kids, that probably couldn't boil a goddamn pot of noodles. For real, they'll burn a whole fucking house down.
Well, I had my
But
I
you
had
have
Dylan cooking breakfast this morning, so he cooked us pancakes and eggs.
to.
Nice and fluffy pancakes.
Why do you think they make irons that turn themselves off? Because a kid won't turn it off. They'll
Well,
just iron their clothes and just leave it plugged up, and stuff like that. I'm just saying, technology. Don't let. I don't want to say. I want to be generous. Don't let.
Don't let technology dumb you down.
I would go that route because you can YouTube anything and teach you how to cook anything, but it's not going to teach you common sense, right? It's just not. Common sense is like going through struggle, going through the pain, going through the gristle, going through the mud, going through being raised by your aunt, being raised by your grandmother. That's going through it. You live in the motherfucking. I don't want. I don't want to hear nobody complaining to me when you sit here, live in a neighborhood that the average house costs 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, $1,000,000. I don't want to hear your complaints. Fuck are you complaining about? Man, we grew up in the projects. Cold gray floor. Kmart. Wasn't no damn Walmart. Kmart. Wasn't no damn dollar store. It was the liquor store. You ain't get no goddamn candy out of no damn dollar store. You got the shit from a liquor store. So let's stop whining, stop complaining. This motherfucker, who the fuck? Man, I am not proud of where. Me personally, I'm not proud. I'm grateful for where I grew up, but I'm not proud of how I grew up. To say I want to be street, I want to be hood, no, you a fucking dumbass. Me and Rob, we live in the suburbs. Our kids go to great schools. I'm proud of that. I'm proud that my kid can say, oh, my mom and my father are married. And we live in all under one roof. I'm proud of that. That shit I grew up under back when I was a kid, nah. I'm not proud of that. And I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I go back to my home once a year. That's when my mama called me. I'm not going back there. I'm not proud of that. My kids were like, you grew up here? This place looks fucked up. Yeah. Y'all crazy. I'm never gonna be sitting there and telling motherfucker, well, I'm from the hood, I'm street. Nigga, that'd be like Rob.
I look at it like.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
look at it like this. What we came from gave us an idea of
what we want to become.
not only that, but
I
before
know
the
what
like
I know.
before,
I know what I didn't want.
yeah, well, before all the drugs and all of that stuff changed a lot of stuff. You had partners. You had relationships like, yo, we're gonna do this. We're gonna play out in the pastures. We're gonna make our own nunchucks. We're gonna,
Go karts.
go pit pecans. Cause you used to have a bunch of fruit on trees. Plums. We used to climb trees to get the plums and shit. Now it's like you can't let your kids outside because you're scared of them getting picked off somewhere.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the climate has changed. I mean, growing up, it wasn't all bad, but at the same time, you can tell that our community being robbed of its resources.
Yes, sir.
And just imagine if those resources was allocated to where they needed to be, how better off that our neighborhoods and our city would have been. You know what I mean? When Motown was Motown, it was popping. When Motown was Motown, it was popping. Detroit was the place to be. But then when they flooded our communities with drugs, everything changed for the worse.
Shits.
Everything changed for the worse.
I love where I'm from. I'm just not. I'm proud of them now. I'm just saying.
But you see what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like when they flooded our communities with the fucking drugs and shit,
That
and
crack,
niggas thought niggas was like wolves licking a blade in a ice. You know, the blade got a piece of ice on it, and our brothers and sisters was licking the blade, and next thing you know, they cutting their mouth open, bleeding. You gotta go listen to Dead Prayers to listen to that. But yeah, we thought we was getting something. Lo and behold, you looking at the smaller picture, these people then built the whole infrastructure behind what they was doing. Oh, you think you making money? Well, they already built the prisons. Now we got the music to help out with the energy and the vibration of this shit called gangster music. See, they had secret meetings about all this shit, how they was gonna change the frequency of how we get down. They own and control it. Yeah, we made it, but they own and control it. Now they talking about pick a side, Palestine or Israel. Come on, man. Yeah, I don't want to go down that road, but y'all know what it is.
you know, man.
But but yeah, they fucked up our neighborhoods.
Well, I already know what our next episode gonna be.
Yeah, they fucked up our neighborhoods, and then why,
What y'all don't see.
yeah,
That is
why don't y'all pull yourself up by the bootstraps?
that's like y'all be so game goofy. Y'all know what's happening today. Y'all didn't even know that a U.S. warship was attacked, and then they started lighting shit up. But we gonna get into that in the next episode. But let me tell you this. People people like me and Rob sacrificed half of our lives between boot camp and then the places that we been stationed to stabilize a foundation. You have where you're grounded into what you believe in, and then you have ethics, and then you have a bunch of grown men I like to call OGs and shit that mold you into what you're gonna become. So you can be a total knucklehead when you come into this game, but you're gonna meet some people that's gonna school you and point you in the right direction, and then you'll be just fine. So now it's on us to mold our kids and try to move them in the right direction. Not saying we can control their life, just mold them in the right direction. So that would be like somebody who says, my kid is in music, or my kid is in the fashion, or my kid is gay. That's their path. You can't control what they're gonna do because nobody controlled us. Me and Rob was out there and please stop saying that Dubai and that fuck Saudi Arabia. We've been there and done that. We set the trends, all of us. The military always set the trends. Wherever the entertainers go, military set the foundation. So knock that shit off because we saw them all. But what I'm telling you is, not control. Well, you can guide them, but you can't control your kids' feelings or how they feel about anything else in life. What that young man did was a total fucking embarrassment. You don't do that because we're trying to guide our kids from uh, working every day, military pensions, and trying to pay these bills and try to make sure y'all straight. Make sure y'all have the best life that we can possibly give you. I'm not saying we're rich or nothing like that, but I'm just saying we're not fucked up. But we made it so you didn't have to go to the fucking hood. You don't have to go to a bad school. You actually exceeding us. Now, you know what I'm saying? So, and for records purpose, he is a smart kid. He is a fucking tag student, talented and gifted. He is a smart kid, but he just want to be something that he's not, and he's going down a road that can't be. You don't want to go down there when niggas will test you. Look, when you, I'm 6'3". You about 5'5", light skinned nigga. Please, you're just waiting for motherfuckers to test your ass. You don't want that. You don't want to look. Let me tell you
And they
the
ain't Napoleon.
one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. This one thing I learned the hard way. The streets are like an angry bitch that you done fucked over her whole life. The streets, they're gonna take. They never give back. You can claim a street, you can claim everything. The streets just take. It took my friends, it took all my homies, my loved ones. They just take. The streets never give back. You can claim that shit all you want to. It ain't gonna show you no love. The streets still gonna be there. They're gonna take and take everything you got till you finally level up and say, I'm leaving this shit alone. Why don't I just go get married and go live in the suburbs from damn where and find a good job and motherfucking be a model citizen? Because them streets will take. Stay out there long enough. Oh, they not gonna give you anything. You think the streets gonna give you a reprieve? It's gonna take everything you love. Took all my friends. That's one for Rico.
Cause they try to live the street life. Yeah, I had
All right?
I had many
Go ahead.
friends that fell by the wayside. It is what it is, you know. Uh,
Where we at? Where we at on time? We
uh
gonna about to get on Diddy's ass.
well, Diddy,
We
he's
about
in
to
the
pop.
world.
We
He's
about
in
to
the
pop.
world of shit.
We about to pop smoke on this nigga.
He's in the world of shit.
You talk right. You talk for about 5 minutes. I gotta go downstairs real fast.
All right. Well,
I'll be right back. I'm about to get on his ass.
pause.
Oh, thank you.
Take that. Take that. But yeah, with Diddy and his situation, I try not to be a chatty patty about people problems and stuff. But it's so much stuff that's coming out on the man. You can't help but say something. I didn't think we'll go here, but you know, it's a bunch of sexual assault uh, lawsuits are coming against him. Um, his brand is at risk. A lot of things going on, and I hate to see any black man or woman go through any type of BS. And sometimes you bring it against yourself. You bring it against yourself by being this so-called uh, Mongo, but at the same time, I mean, more money, more problems. And if you flexing for these people, I mean, it's going to be a problem. And let me see, I can bring on, and I think this one comes from New York Times. A few months ago, Sean Combs was doing a victory lap for his 3 decade career as a producer, music executive, and all around hip hop showman. At the MTV Video Music Awards in September, he accepted the network's Global Icon Award and performed vintage hits like I'll Be Missing You.
Yes,
That month,
sir.
Mr. Combs, who has also been known throughout his career as Puff Daddy or Diddy, released his first solo studio album in 17 years, and a flurry of approving media coverage celebrated his signature achievement of helping to transform hip hop into a major pop movement. But in recent weeks, Mr. Combs' reputation has been damaged, prompted by 3 civil lawsuits accusing him of sexual assault. The first, filed by Cassandra Ventura, the singer Cassie, who was once signed to his Bad Boy label and dated him for years. Alleged rape, coerced sex with male prostitutes, and years of violent physical abuse. Her 35-page complaint, filed with graphic details, drew headlines around the world. The case was settled in just one day with no admission of wrongdoing by Mr. Combs, who denied the allegations, but fallout still came in public and private. This week, Mr. Combs stepped down as chairman of Revolt, his 10-year-old cable TV network and online outlet.
Yep.
Several brands and influencers associated with his commercial platform have fled. And in a blow to Mr. Combs' larger ambitions in social justice, a New York charter school network he helped expand and pledged $1 million to, said it was in its partnership with him. For mainstream audiences that know Mr. Combs primarily as the flashy party hopping impresario behind hip hop and R&B legends like the Notorious B.I.G., Mary J., the recent accusations may be surprising. But in music circles, the allegations recently lodged in suits against him, against Mr. Combs and others in the industry are being viewed by some as long delayed reckoning for businesses that largely avoided the repercussions of the Me Too movement, which shook Hollywood and beyond in the late 2010s. All right, Mr. Combs has long been trailed by allegations of violence, and he has been arrested 3 times on criminal charges. He was either acquitted or the charges were not pursued in those criminal cases, and the incidents did not affect his public standing very much. But the suit by Ms. Ventura, even after his settlement and the 2 cases that followed, have seemed to put his legacy and brand at risk. Should I say more?
No. You would indulge in your own words?
And again, this comes from the New York Times. So I'm pretty sure they got boots on the ground. Now, think about it. All in this, all in the background, dancing.
Go ahead. Keep going, nigga. Keep going.
My boy
go
always said, "Bad boy, move in silence."
When he said take that, he wasn't bullshit. God damn.
I mean, he might be worse than Hillary Clinton.
You think?
People go missing. Bad boy, move in silence.
Apparently, not no more.
Hell, we still don't know. We don't know the finale of this.
Oh no, more shit's gonna come out.
Hey, we don't know the finale.
You just saw
they smell blood in the water. That's all. They smell blood in the water. That's why they coming after them.
Look, you got my young Miami out there now. I said like this nigga.
She broke.
Yeah, she like this nigga is killing me. He like his shit is fucking my shit up. It's about to drag everything. Everybody cutting ties. They're like, even like, look online. You people who watching us, look online. The Grammy say, dog, don't even show up. Matter of fact, we mad we even nominate you for anything. This nigga on some goofy shit. Listen, whatever you do in dark, it will eventually. Before you leave it, planet Earth, look, that bullshit you be doing, that shit will fucking catch up to you. Look, do right by motherfuckers and you should be fine.
What DMX say? You do dirt, you get dirt.
Yeah. This nigga been doing so much dirty shit all his fucking life. This motherfucker be sitting there talking about, oh, I love Big. Even his goddamn kids like, yeah, this motherfucker possibly killed my damn mother. Dog, you that fucking evil? And sit there and be throwing all white parties and shit, talking about my new name is Love. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Hey, and
man, you fuck up.
And you know I'm a 50 Cent fan.
But that nigga going at him.
He going at him like fuck him.
I'm riding with him too. But that I love.
My boy said he talking about taking me shopping.
Told you a long time ago.
And then what he say? He talking about daddy. I like it. Nobody checked him on that.
Jada kissing Fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, daddy. Let me take you shopping.
On Drink Champs.
Yeah. Nobody checked him. Everybody just looked around. Man, fuck that.
You gonna hold a nigga down? Hold a nigga down.
Yeah,
I don't
think
crazy, you have to blackmail nobody or anything like that. If you look big like that, why don't you look out for his son CJ? He's an actor. I didn't see you put him in any movies. Your son, he's a star. The one that looked just like him. What's that? Not Justin.
What?
Christian?
King Kong?
Yeah, King Kong. He's a star.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's a star. I only heard one song.
Cause 50. I'm talking about as an actor. 50 was like, I wanted to put him in some shows, but Diddy was like, no. Why would you hate on your own son? Because remember, 50 put Quincy in Power, Kanan.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm trying to look out for you, but you keep with this funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Why would you? Rob's my friend, right? Right? That's my brother. Been knowing him since 2003. But I would never put him in a crutchable or something like that. I wouldn't do that. That's my part.
Crucible?
Yeah,
crucible.
Nigga, look it up. Man, you know what it is. That put you in a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
Where you can't get yourself out of. He put all his artists and everybody else in a position where they can't get out of. You don't do people like that. Right? So, if not saying that artists got to be friends, and then they start coming up and like, yeah, I'm gonna put these bitches, what's that, Danny King? I'm gonna put these bitches on drugs and pimp them out to the industry. Right? So if my boy put me on, and he's the talent, I'm not the talent, I'm just a voice. Rob's the talent. Why would I exploit him and say, yo, nigga, I got some dirt on you, some shit that we did back in 2004, 2005. I'm gonna use that against you to do whatever I want. Yeah, you're gonna put out all my platforms, you're gonna motherfucking make me pop. I'm gonna motherfucking profit off of it, and I'm gonna give you the breadcrumbs. But you're the talent. Right? How would that how would he feel? How would he look at me? How would his kids look at me? How would his mother look at me? How would his wife look at me? Like, you know you're exploiting this motherfucker, right? And I sit there and look at you with a smile. No, I'm all about love. That ain't no fucking love.
Be on some goddamn Diddy shit. It seemed like nobody made it out of Bad Boy alive. Not alive, but their careers alive.
None.
Not a nay or nutter.
As good as 112 sound and can sing. Where is 112 right now? Where's that crooner music? As good as Carl Thomas sing. Where is he? Mario Winer. Where is he? Huh?
Curry. Who else?
Mark Curry. Motherfucking
G-Dep.
He's in prison, but you know what I'm saying?
Why they going to prison?
My nigga,
what's
my nigga
Black Rod.
BR, I met him one time. Just making me crazy. Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Like, how the hell you going to prison?
Robbing people when you got a fucking single that You got a single that sold 5 million. The fuck are you doing robbing people?
Shine. Who else?
Locks,
Lots. What? Loon.
Mace,
Mace.
Total,
Total.
Big.
Big. Craig Mack.
Man, that'd be like if I die and fucking Rob come on. You know what? I would do a podcast for a fucking the legacy of Will. No, nigga, I don't need you to do that.
Keep
Nigga,
that going
go,
for. Hey,
nigga,
I keep.
go take up my kids and make sure they straight. Hey, make sure they still going to
Hey,
school.
I'm gonna keep
Sure
that
they-
legacy for 10 years.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Will would have did this.
Yeah, what the fuck wrong with you? No, go check on my sons and make sure they still playing football and still trying to achieve their dream. What kind of fuck shit is that? No, nigga.
I'm
You
gonna remix your voice.
Yeah.
Put you
what?
on 50
This-
other tracks, 50
Yo,
other
this-
podcasts.
Dead, but you know, I got his voice, so I'm gonna AI this motherfucker, and we gonna keep the Rob and Rico show going. What the fuck wrong with you? And then I'm not gonna even mention. Look, I don't believe in hitting women. I believe in abusing women. But what that child described, look, that motherfucker's a monster, and he deserves everything he's getting. You don't do nobody like that.
He needs to be stopped.
Listen.
He's a monster.
That's why he settled that shit in one day. Now listen to me.
Well, that's
Rob can attest to this one. Hey, I've been around. Well, I joined the military in 1990, and I've been to a lot of third world countries. They will do anything, however, whenever, and for whatever. What that chick went through sounded like some third world country shit. I've seen chicks that look like fucking models up on that goddamn bar, and they'll sell themselves for $20 because $20 is like 500 dirham pesos or whatever country you in. A lot of money over there. But what that chick went through, nah. And you can't tell me if he did that to her and kept doing it, he's probably doing that shit to young Miami. He's probably stumping that bitch ears together. But she's a Miami chick. They about that money. They don't give a fuck what they gotta endure. Look, if you're paying me, I'll go through it. And she has enough talent. Well, let's give her a little credit. Hey, their records are not selling. So now, like I said, you saw today, she's breaking down crime. Like, yo, this motherfucker's ruining my career. I'm fucking broke. I'm going through it. Trust me, he's gonna cut her off.
well, you seen what happened to Sean back in the day. That nigga got Johnny Cochran, and this nigga got what? Some jump smoke. But yeah, did he don't take L's.
Yo, man,
He don't take L's.
sometimes in this life, you better learn how.
Yeah, Diddy has proven he does not take L's.
There are times in this life you better learn when to fall the fuck back. I mean, fall all the way back. I'll do some shit, but I know when to stop. Shit. You know how many countries I got kicked out of? Doing stupid shit. I'm not doing that no more for nobody.
Bad boy.
I'm not finna cause a riot, fight motherfuckers. I'm not doing none of that shit for nobody. I carry a pistol on me, registered,
Take that.
and I got a carry concealed license.
Bad
I'll just shoot your ass. But I'm not finna sit there and fight nobody no more.
Bad
I'm
boy.
not finna sit there and argue with nobody. I'm not finna sit there and try to please anybody no more.
Play by.
We're over. Man, me and this nigga, our kids play with each other. What the fuck do I look like going to jail? I'm not going to jail for nobody. Y'all can kiss my ass on that shit. And there is nothing I did in the past that I can't make amends for or say I'm sorry. But what he was doing, that's some fucked up shit. So he getting what he deserved.
What about sugar cookies? Is he going to get the sugar cookies? Cambodian breast milk.
Good, yeah, man. Look,
Breast milk.
and you kids out there who
Yeah.
probably was just click on this damn page. Listen, your parents are your parents, good, bad, or whatever. I was raised by my grandmother. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We all were. I didn't suck a fucking pacifier till I was 12. She was kind of hard. She was kind of hard. She was hard on my ass. My other grandmother was a school teacher. Getting bad grades, that didn't fly. It just didn't. She was like, hey, where your homework at? I was like, I don't have none. She was like, you better walk up to that school and go grab those books. I'll give you some homework. Those were grandmothers. A lot of grandmothers, they are kind of soft, timid, and they'll just nurture you.
Shit, the grandmothers today, they in the club with you, nigga. What are you talking about? The fuck?
Go ahead, Rob.
Motherfuckers about the same age as us. Fuck them kids.
You stupid.
Watch your own goddamn kids.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Most of the grandmothers, coming up, they in the club with you. Shit.
Yeah.
They getting their hair did and their nails did. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the requirements to be a grandmother, there's no requirements. You know what I'm saying? There's no, I mean, there's no education system for being a grandparent. There's none of that. You either have it or you don't.
right.
You either step the fuck up when your child is in need. Hopefully, relationships get mended or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of vibe we need to be on. Like, we need to bring this shit back. And again, the only thing I can revert back to is them 80s when they brought in the crack. That shit changed the whole timeline to some
80,
other multiverse type of shit.
83, 84, that's a cracker. That's when it started.
So that shit just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you coming out of Black Panther, fighting for my rights and knowing how to do certain shit, and then the crack just flooded our neighborhoods, and now motherfuckers all fucked up in the head. So now the trajectory was going up here because, literacy, kids getting fed before school, all these type of programs that the Black Panther Party was put into place, our trajectory was going up. More, education, all of that stuff. Then they just flooded our neighborhoods, our communities with this crack, and things just went awry. They got all these prisons.
Yeah.
Per capita, we can make up a whole fucking country with all our people that's locked up.
I tell people all the time, man, I'm like, you know why I don't take my kids to Disney World and Disneyland? Disney, who make military uniforms? Them, and it's another third one. They're the number one funded company for private prisons. Disney. So every time you go to Disney, you help build another prison.
Man, all these corporations are in bed together, whether you like it or not. All your electronics, every piece of item that's in your house is connected to the private prisons.
Yeah.
So there's no way it's so embedded.
Just look it up. I swear.
All of this stuff is so embedded.
Look it up.
Yeah. All this stuff is so embedded.
Carhartt or whatever. It's one of those who make uniforms, and they make nurse uniforms, military uniforms. They're one of the number 2 funded company that build private prisons. And you know when they build a prison, you have to keep it 90%
occupied. And then the pipeline from school to prison, that's a real thing. So they take if your kid is misbehaving at third grade, they already setting up a cot for him. If he's a problem child, they gonna make sure he stays a problem child, so they can get him for the future.
Stop wanting your kid to be just like you or be a carbon copy of you. I don't want my kids to be shit like me. My kids are super smart, intelligent, and they're gonna be their own person. Look, you can guide them a little bit. Just nudge them a little bit. Just nudge them into a positive direction. You don't want your child to be an image of what you were. You want them to be a little better, but you don't coddle them. Look,
Yeah,
I'm tough on my sons. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tough on them. Like, take that trash out. Do your own laundry. Fold your old clothes. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You have to teach them responsibility. Like I said earlier, don't let your problem become my problem where I have to correct him. Because if I correct him, then I have to deal with you because you're not going to like the way I said something to him. Right?
And, and here's another thing. Even if you living in the fucking hood, even if you in a disproportionate place, you still create the environment for them to succeed.
Right. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because Serena and Venus, they didn't come from all glory and
Well-to-do
fame.
family.
A
Well-to-do family.
well-to-do? Nah, he created an environment. He made them succeed.
Yeah.
You create. Hey, I tell my kids, hey, we can create the trauma the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can do it my way. I'm gonna give you a little trauma to make you go a little further. But if you get out here in these streets, it's gonna be all trauma, and nobody's there to protect you. And here, like I call it, like in the IT world, we call it a sandbox where we practice whatever new technology that come out. Before you put it to the network, you play in the sandbox, make sure it's operational before you put it out to the public. Same thing with your home. The home is the sandbox. You make sure everything is right before it go out to the public. So before they put your name out in front, they already got the skill set, they got the know-how, they got the gift to gab, they got everything already ready and packaged before it goes out to the network, before it goes out in the world. So I mean, what you said earlier, what's done in the dark comes to light.
It will. It will. It will. Ah,
So that's all I got to say on this.
I will say this before I end this one off.
I pray that everybody that's in the wake of Mr. Combs'
Debauchery.
debauchery, that they make it out safe and alive.
Because the is going to come out.
Yeah,
The floodgates are open and everybody's cutting them off.
yeah. With Tupac, man.
I'm not going to even get into that because that take me another hour.
Yeah,
But
that
let
shit is it's unforgivable. But because between Outkast, Goody Mob, Wu Tang, and Biggie, and what was the last person we just said? I mean, these are the greats. But when you took Tupac out, I feel some type of way because he was very revolutionary. He had
Yeah.
people on
I'm
deck from
not
north.
get into that because that's going
I'm
to
just
take me.
saying north, south, east, and west. He had a whole thing about to happen, and the music industry didn't want to see that change. And I think the same thing they did with Messy Jesse and Dr. King, give them prominence. If this person was taken out, I think the same thing happened with Pop.
Just remember, he was only
Just
25.
Yeah, for some mysterious reason, When Pac died, Biggie died, then was Puffy. Puffy was all in your face, dancing in the videos.
You want to be a star?
He became a star.
Let me tell you this before we sign off on it. Listen.
And again, half of you rappers wouldn't even been out. Half of you rappers wouldn't even made it to the light if Pac didn't die. And you further screwed up the fucking game. Nothing revolutionary in your fucking raps. Nothing. I haven't heard anything revolutionary that came out of anybody after Pac died. Only a couple of people when we had Dead Prez. Goody Mob was already out. Outkast was already out. Immortal Technique. Anything else, I really haven't heard anything that was moving the needle. If anything, we didn't set our ancestors back.
I already knew where he was going.
You niggas drinking lean and all this bullshit. Bunch of crack addicts. You just reshaped the environment to be crack addicts. Man, if you look at the last 1,000 fucking patents that our ancestors created, where the fuck are we today? Now we depending on this motherfucking government for every goddamn thing. The fuck? You game goofy ass niggas?
No, sir. I'm gonna let Rob in.
That shit, man.
Nigga, go up. Go in.
That's the shit that pissed me off. Like, we supposed to be scientists. We supposed to be creating. All we doing is, you look like fucking babies. Tapping on shit.
Go off, dog.
How my boy said, you either choose the sword or the ball. Y'all niggas playing with the balls. Y'all was supposed to pick up the ton and take that bitch. Andre 3000s.
Piss Rob off. Go in, dog.
This is shit that's why I don't fuck with people no more. I just fuck with my kids and build their ass up. Cause these niggas out here game goofy for real.
Oh my God.
I gotta teach the babies the science and the maths and all of this shit. Cause these motherfuckers think they Hollywood. Like, they think it's just gonna come to them. They ain't putting no grind in it. That's why it's called the Grindaholic Network. These parents bust their ass every fucking day out here in the system for these babies to be game goofy.
Oh my God.
That's the shit that pissed me off. That's the thing that rubs me the wrong way. And with Combs, he took away a revolutionary man. When Master P came in the game, he showed niggas how to be independent from the system. And he invited Puffy, he invited Shook, he invited these niggas. They were like, no. The white man taking good care of me. I don't like what you said. I don't like how you do selling out your trunk. Man.
Keep going.
That's the shit that pissed me off. Like, bro, we could have been so further ahead. A lot of black men came through with blueprints, and these other coon, dancing, bull jiving ass niggers. Take that. Man, fuck that shit, man. That's the shit that pissed me off, man. Well, I'm sorry, audience.
Oh no.
Get something.
It was well needed. Finally, Rob that fucking spazzed out.
No, it's just, bro. It's just, I want to see our people succeed so bad. I don't want them to have to be somebody that, I don't want them to have to code switch. I don't want them to have to be this person over here, but when they around me, they gotta be this person. I don't like that. I never did like that.
Me personally, I like you going off. Do it more often. I need you to
Man,
smack some niggas.
we good.
All right, but
We
hey,
good.
we good
Stay
tonight.
war ready. Stay war ready.
I'm off Wednesday, so I mean, get some more
It's
shit
a
off my.
possible chance.
This nigga gotta go to school, but
I go to school every day. I go at my own pace.
I may want to go off on somebody.
WGU, Western Governors
Rob,
University.
Rob, promote before we get off here, boy.
All right. Well, of course, our show comes on every Sunday. We haven't yet set a exact time when we coming on because we got a lot of stuff. We parents. I got 5 kids.
Yeah, shit, man, it's Christmas time, man.
I don't care about Christmas, but
Oh, no, like, look, all these packages coming in. I be working until like 7 o'clock.
Yeah. But think about it, guys. If y'all haven't understood or understand or overstand, each of these seasons, each of these holidays are built around the 7 deadly sins. So this month is going to be about greed. Last month was about gluttony. Before that was wrath. February is going to be about lust. Just think about it. Ponder. But, celebrate the holidays for what is for what you and your family establish. Don't let the system tell you why to celebrate it. So do you celebrate it because of religious reasons? Or you celebrate it because boss gave you a day off? Celebrate it to be with family.
That's where I was about to lead to. Hey, listen.
Strengthen up those bonds.
These days are kind of treacherous because you ever heard that phrase like death come in threes and shit like like worst time of the years and stuff like that.
Death around the corner.
Take a little time to call a loved one up. Hey, and just say, hey, I was just thinking about you, just want to hear your voice or something like that. It doesn't have to be a deep conversation. And whatever y'all had going on in the past or may have pissed you off and say, I ain't talking to this person. Let that shit go. Family is worth it. It's worth the fight. It's worth the struggle. It's worth the effort to just say, I fuck with you. Hey, we may not agree on everything. Hey, you still my people. Right? It's a shame when you get more love from your friends than you get from your family. Let's reverse that one. I still get love from my friends and family. Hell, Rob just came down and helped my mother-in-law move in. That's family. That nigga's family. She considered that nigga family. Her father considered that nigga family. Because he ain't do it because somebody asked him to. You know what I'm saying?
I was getting paid. They paid me, my nigga. They gave me all kinds of monies. I went to strip club and I helped somebody.
I'm fucking with you, dog. I'm done.
I helped somebody get through college.
Quarters, nigga. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out of this. I'm done. I'm done.
It's all love.
I can't fuck with you anymore. I'm done.
Well, to everybody, y'all have a great week.
Be productive. Be productive.
Grind to shine, baby.
Do something productive in your life this week. Hey, it's still Cyber Money is still goddamn Black Saturday. It's still got sales going on. Look out for your kids. Put those trees up. Encourage them to be the best they're gonna be. Because after a week and a half, they're gonna be out of school for like 2.5 weeks. So make those kids read those books. Don't let them get lazy and get on video games and shit. Keep them on point. Hey, let's raise these babies up and keep them sharp.
Yeah.
Rob, we out of this bitch.
My kids got a book report to do. I got them reading books. I don't play that shit. I want a book report by the 15th.
Hey, look.
I'm tired of that shit.
I'm tired of y'all. Look. Take y'all kids to the library and give them a library card and get their ass in that fucking library.
Man, we got so many books here. We don't need a library. I keep a library.
Oh, I'm not talking to us. I'm talking about.
But I'm just saying, yeah, get your kids out there reading, man. I mean, the first principle is never be game goofy. Know the game to play the game.
Oh, hello.
Know the game to play the game. If you don't have no knowledge of the game, stay the fuck away from it.
Each one teach one. We out, boy.
All right, God.
We out.